Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be giving a first-time reaction to a California-based rock band named Lifehouse. We're going to be checking out their song Storm today. I've never heard of Lifehouse before, and as I was preparing for this video, I kept reading it as Lighthouse. But yeah, I've never heard of them before, and I was thinking like around the time that they were popular, which seems to be the mid 2000s, like what was I up to? And I was a young kid, so I don't recall having that much knowledge of music back then. Like pretty much the first music I ever really got into was like System of a Down and metal and some rock. And from there, I went to like pop, and then I discovered a lot of dubstep and rap. And my musical journey has been crazy. Maybe I'll write my memoirs someday. But that's what I really appreciate about having this reaction channel is all of our unique musical journeys have brought us to whatever moment in time that we're at today, where now we share the music that we've discovered in our lives with one another. However meaningful it was for you or for me, this is a moment where we get to share that appreciation. So thank you very much, Scott the Radiant, for sharing this song with me today. I liked what you wrote in your request info. You said something about sharing like the songs from your playbook of life, something to that effect. I thought it was super poetic. Let me actually pull it up. I want to read it correctly. Thanks for allowing me to share pieces of the songbook of my journey through life. I may or may not have to steal that. Anyways, let's jump into the song. Yahoo Music.
How long have I been in the storm? So overwhelmed by the ocean's shapeless form.
It's an acapella start, okay.
Water's getting harder to tread, with these waves crashing over my head. If I could just see
that's a new note.
everything would be alright. If I see you, this darkness would turn to light.
Kind of reminds me of Damien Rice. Oh, the guitar coming in there was perfect.
And you will catch me if I fall.
Wait, that moment where the guitar comes in after the acapella is so perfect.
And I will walk on water.
Oh my god, because like when that comes in and the main line being walk on water, it feels that much more salient in my mind, and that is a powerful lyric to walk on water. Wow, I'm gripped now.
We'll walk on water.
That is nice.
And you will catch me if I fall. And I will get lost into your eyes.
He's playing fingerstyle, no pick.
I know everything will be alright. I know everything is alright.
Everything is alright. This is an emotional song already. Anytime you end a lyric with everything is alright,
I know you didn't.
you know you're in for an emotional trip.
Out here to drown. So why am I 10 feet under and upside down? Barely surviving is become my purpose.
Barely surviving has become my purpose? Is that what he said?
Barely surviving has become my purpose.
That is so tragic. Like, just hovering between red and black as a baseline for our lives. It's the difference between surviving and thriving. I believe we were all put on this planet to thrive, to self-actualize, to experience all that there is to offer, to love freely, and to just be. And it sucks that so often our lives aren't that. Instead, it's just geared towards survival. Financially, emotionally, spiritually, a lot of us are running ourselves ragged. Oof.
Barely surviving.
That line hits hard.
Become my purpose. 'Cause I'm so used to living underneath the surface.
Right, just hovering between red and black.
If I could just see you, everything would be alright. If I could see you,
That's so romantic.
this darkness would turn to light. And
I just realized. Okay, hold on. I just realized that Lifehouse, it's very similar to Lighthouse. I guess I'm re-realizing that. But lighthouses, their purpose is to be the source of light in the darkness, in the storms. If you're adrift, if you're in a boat far away, you see a lighthouse, that is your safe haven. So I wonder then if, like, this song, Storm, somehow is like like one of Lifehouse's more deeply embedded songs. Like if you had to characterize Lifehouse by any one song, it would be this, because it just is emblematic of like the idea of a lighthouse being a lifehouse, even within a storm. I don't know what you guys think about that.
darkness would turn to light. And I will walk on water, and you will catch me if I fall.
So there's no band.
And I will get lost into your eyes. I know everything will be alright. And I will walk on water,
Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
and you will catch me if I fall. And I will get lost into your eyes. I know everything will be alright. I know everything is alright.
That felt like a resolution.
Everything's alright. Yeah. Everything's alright.
Interesting. All right, Yahoo. Interesting. I was not expecting just a solo performance from the, I guess, lead vocalist here. I'm forgetting the name. I think Jason something. Um, I was expecting like a bigger band to like show up at some point after the acapella and maybe one chorus, one verse and chorus with just Jason there. And I think this song, in terms of structure, would easily fall into a frame where like a big rock sound could follow. But I like that it was actually stripped down. In the beginning, like when it was just a cappella, like I could see the melodic vision for where we would go, but the melody, in a very obvious way, didn't really sink in until the guitar melody was being played. And if you noticed, it was the exact same notes, exact same chord progression throughout the entirety of this song. So as he's singing some of these like complex polyrhythms, complex rhythms on top, he has to also play that in his finger style on the guitar to like manage those things. That skill that is learned, they refer to that as like polyrhythm. It's very difficult to be able to sing and play complex stuff on guitar. That's why a lot of intro guitarists, they start out with learning the chords, then separately learning how to sing the song, and then combining it together. And even in that circumstance, it can become very challenging to put those two together because you're having to do like the pat your head, rub your belly thing, but like on steroids. And he's just playing by himself too. So there is an immense amount of pressure to convey all of the emotionality vocally and in his guitar playing without making any mistakes. So from a technical perspective, he nailed it. He did exactly what he needed to do. But it wouldn't even matter, to be honest, because when you think about the emotions of the song, it's almost better if in some moments his voice falls a little bit flat or a little sharp, or he misses one of the notes in the progression, because the emotion is what draws us in. The lyricism is what keeps us emotionally grounded. And a song about, like the storms of life and needing to be resilient in all of that and not being able to do it on our own, but needing to rely on somebody else. That is a song, that is a message that I've heard countless amount of times. But to be honest, I don't think it ever gets old. I love hearing songs of this quality that are a little bit more somber, that can bring you to tears if you're in that emotional place. And it's a beautiful performance too. And specifically in the timbre of Jason's voice, like I mentioned earlier, I was picking up on a little bit of that like subtle rasp, but it was also supported by his breath. Like I could hear more of his breath than anything else, to the extent that like he never really fully broke out into a falsetto or like a belt or entered like the lows of his vocal range. He pretty much stayed within like, I want to say 1.5 octaves of his vocals, like very safely in that baritone place, which for reference, like I am a baritone. So my speaking voice, my singing voice kind of exists in this area, similar to Jason here. And to me, it's a very lovely place to be, but it's also, this is my baggage that I'm bringing into the reaction here. But like, I so wish that it was easier for me to like enter the higher places in my vocal range or dominate in the lows somehow, some way. Like, I'm not perfectly satisfied with only remaining in the baritone range. But the thing is, when you hear performances like this, those ideas that have like plagued my mind are completely dispelled, because you can perform a song in this range and fully be emotional and fully convey all of the things you would like to melodically. Granted, your overall range from an absolute sense is a bit mitigated, but when you're trying to accomplish something in music, you don't have to throw everything in the kitchen sink at a track. You just need to do what is right for the song. And I feel like this performance of Storm, everything was done right here. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. And if you'd like to request more Lifehouse on the channel yourself, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.